As marketers, we need to understand how our activity relate to sales. So in order to do that, we use a marketing research technique called econometric modelling. Econometric modelling is where we use mathematical techniques, a regression, where we directly attribute the activity that you've done to the sales that we see. In 2014, Magazine Publishers Australia approached Nielsen with a simple question. Were magazines being fairly represented in econometric models? So what did Nielsen do? We ran 2 independent models across 3 FMCG brands. In the 2 models, in the first model we took monthly readership data as we would normally do, and in the second model we used map data where we use weekly readership, just to see what the difference is going to be. The first thing we saw was the contribution of media increased by 16%. What we were doing in the past was putting the effect of magazines into baseline sales. We weren't attributing them to the change in sales week to week. So what was the second thing that we saw? Well, we saw a change in the magazine ROI. Given that we were now attributing the effect of magazine correctly, we see the ROI for magazines change from 34 cents in the dollar to 91 cents in the dollar, a change of 168%. The third key finding that we saw was that how we were underestimating the synergistic effect of magazines towards other media. We were essentially underrepresenting that by about 33%. The key message to advertisers and agencies is a simple one. In future econometric models, use weekly map readership data, otherwise you risk not only undervaluing the effect of magazines, but undervaluing the effect of your whole campaign. So how are advertisers going to respond to this study? Well, that's interesting. At the end of the day, advertisers are interested in one thing: more sales. So studies that actually value media correctly and attribute it correctly are the future. But at the end of the day, we need to think about the response and engagement rather than metrics such as reach.